Any tips on stage fright?
Yes. Have a very short memory. You are going to make mistakes. If you go on there thinking, this is not going to be perfect, it takes a lot of pressure off. No one's perfect. You'll find that the best of the best are not perfect. If the audience wanted to hear it perfect, they just sit at home and listen to a CD. Live music is live because it's music by humans. And that's what makes it beautiful. It's not about perfection, it's about emotion. So take the pressure off. I mean, look, the fact of the matter is I make mistakes all the time. I made a mistake last week. I felt really bad about it. I mean, I did. You know, it's going to happen, but the shorter your memory is, the better off you'll be if you want to be a performer. Sometimes I deliberately memorize it, especially if it's a mallet part, because, you know, sometimes something is so critically important or it's such a solo or, you know, whatever the situation is, I deliberately commit it to memory so that I don't have to worry at all about looking up at the music. But sometimes you'll memorize things because you've played them so many times and you just looked at the music so many times, you'll find that you don't really need to look at the music anymore, and it wasn't because you set out to memorize it. It just kind of happened. I tell my students when they learn mallet parts, because mallet playing it's very hard because you have to try and read the music and play something that's below you. It takes a lot of coordination. So I tell my students, don't ever play a mallet part faster than you can read it. And even if it's incredibly slow, because the better your coordination gets at at the youngest age possible, the better off you are. Because once you start relying on memory, when nerves come into play, your mind can go blank. And then you look down and it's just this big wooden table. And that's not a fun time for anybody, believe me. It's happened to the best of us. Still happens sometimes. And it's just kind of part of the experience. But a long answer to a short question, yes, sometimes I memorize.